The spring 2025 season has got a lot of season 2s. What are some original and new anime coming out? Here are 10 new anime coming out in spring 2025. Let's go! You can now add any of these anime I talk about to your watch list by clicking the link on the pinned comment. And check out my new site if you haven't. Number 10, The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows.
怪我もしてないのに、あいつら何しに来てるんだろうな。貴様に惚れているのだろうよ。
I know a fantasy anime about a healer isn't the best way to get people excited about the spring season, but hear me out. This is about a guy who masters his healing skills, but always gets insulted and kicked off by his teammates. So he thinks, screw it, I'm starting a clinic instead. As soon as he starts it, the word spreads around the kingdom of his secret healing techniques, and he's got a new set of challenges ahead of him.
実は冒険者パーティーを追い出されたばかりでな。
リリも治療院を一緒にやりたい。
I'm not saying this is the first anime about a healer, but this is definitely the first anime about a healer that got me excited. For one, the main character seems to have this cool, cold-hearted personality, an isekai that can be translated as being edgy or being cool, so I really hope it's the latter. As always, there are more girls than the fingers on your hands, and if you're a fantasy fan, you know it's a good thing. Number 9, Your Form Up.
君はあれの本性を知っているんだよね。私は君の気持ちとかそういうものが傷つくんじゃないかと心配で。
Since most people scream about privacy, you know what would sell well? An anime about privacy. Your Forma is a technology that is used to treat a massive outbreak of viral encephalitis. But a few years later, everyone uses it. Now, the bad side of this is how anyone can creep up into your head and search your memories. This is exactly what Detective Echika Haida does, and when she's partnered up with Harold Lucraft, the two need to work together to figure out the toughest of the cases.
お前のことを弟のように思っているよ。家族ですか？
え？家族よ。
This is a sci-fi mystery anime I've been waiting for a long time. It's based on a manga that is based on a light novel, so it has a little history to it. It's not something that is very popular, but the premise has me intrigued. The main characters also have distinct personalities, like the quirky, mysterious girl and the cheeky guy, so I hope this is going to be a very enjoyable watch. Number 8, The Beginning After the End.
私この花大好き。
こんな私が笑って出迎えてもらうなど。
アーサー、逃げて。
今の私には家族と。
Even kings can become infants. Quite literally. This is about a powerful king named Gray who trusted no one and spent a lonely life. After his death, he gets reincarnated as an infant called Arthur. This time, he decides to find some friends and touch some grass instead of being stuck in his castle. But just when he thinks his luck is turning around, he gets attacked by bandits.
Ohayo, Arthur.
These days, a lot of reincarnation anime focuses on reincarnating the main character into the same world, but letting him learn from his past mistakes. I mean, that automatically creates all the character development you need for the story, but you still need an interesting main character to carry the story forward. This isn't based on any manga or light novel, so I'm curious how this is going to turn out. Number 7, Kowloon Generic Romance.
私記憶がないんです。過去の自分を全く思い出せない。
Nope, we're not finished with mystery anime for the season. This one takes place in a town called Kowloon, where everyone seems a little too obsessed with the past. The story follows Raiko Kajurai, a real estate agent, and his coworker Hajime. They argue all the time, but clearly enjoy being around each other. Then one day, a prank goes too far and Raiko suddenly realizes she can't remember anything about her past.
過去がない人間なんて他にもいるよ。例えば私とか。
Yeah, we probably need to stop using the whole amnesia thing to start off supernatural romances, but fans really like the manga this show is based on. It mixes romance and mystery in a cool, different way, and this time the setting actually matters to the plot. I'm curious to see where it goes, so definitely add this one to your watch list. 6, Mono, Weekend Animation.
私何を撮ればいいんだろう。これならいろいろ面白いもの撮れると思ったんだ。
After all that drama and tension, you know what we need? Cute girls doing cute things. Mono is exactly that, but with a simple, more dynamic art style. This is about a group of girls from the photography and cinema clubs. Both clubs are on the verge of shutting down, so they have this genius idea to merge both clubs and create the Cine Photo Club. And things get even more interesting when they go around Japan searching for action cameras.
写真部いいよ。入る。写真部ってどんな 活動してるの。
Last season, we have been juggling a ton of action, romance, and fantasy anime, but the whole cute girls doing cute things trope never gets some love. Hopefully, this will give us those cheerful, wholesome vibes back again. Sure, it might not be another Bocchi the Rock, but at least it'll help you out whenever you decide to buy an action camera. Number 5, Once Upon a Witch's Death.
お前あと1年で死ぬよ。
私、見習い魔女ことメグラズベリーがあと1年で死ぬらしいのです。
I feel like this one is one of those animes you know is going to break your heart. This is about a witch called Meg who realizes she has 1 year left to live. See, I told you. Her mentor Faust says that the only way to undo the death curse is to collect tears of joy and grow the seed of life. So Meg goes on an adventure of finding tears. And since tears appear only when you cry, don't go expecting Meg to have a wholesome slice of life party in this one.
あの人が見ることの叶わなかった明日を背負ってお前は生きているんだ。だからお前は生きなきゃならない。
The first thing I did when I heard about this premise was to go check the genres. Apparently there's no comedy tag in it, but it has a drama tag in it, which means this is gonna hit you in the feels. How hard it hits is going to be based on the execution, but I'm really happy we're bringing the witch trope again. The last time we got a witch-focused anime was when Wandering Witch: The Journey of Elenia aired. Number 4, Sword of the Demon Hunter.
私は私のなすべきことをなした。
貴様らがなすべきことというのか。こんなことが。
You know what I love more than witches? Epic fantasy. Throw me some stuff like Berserk or Made in the Abyss and I'll watch them all day. Sword of the Demon Hunter is shaping up to be something I'd watch. This story is about a guardian of a shrine deity who questions the purpose of wielding his sword. And the story also takes place in different times, which means we're going to get more lore instead of fantasy girls, which is always a good thing.
立場というものがあります。
そりゃ抵抗があるのはわかるけど、2人の時くらいは名前を呼んでほしいな。
The animation quality is looking really great, but so are the pitfalls this anime fell into. It had some production issues, got an entire season worth of delay, and finally got scheduled for the spring season. But hey, good news is how we're going to get 2 cores one season after the other. So my fingers are crossed. Number 3, Lazarus.
FBI! Lazarus! What's Lazarus? We're superheroes.
He's totally out of his mind.
Like a lot of people, I knew this anime's existence from the trailer. This time, poor humanity, who are undergoing a lot of backstabbing, has been fed a drug by a scientist called Skinner. The drug is called Hapuna, and it can cure any disease. But 3 years later, the guy comes back and says, "Haha, screw you fellas, turns out you'll die in 3 years after the drug is taken." Everybody starts panicking, and the government puts a squad called Lazarus to save humanity.
脱獄犯アクセル・ジルベルト抵抗はやめておとなしく同行しなさい。
俺？
The first and most obvious thing that made this popular is the studio animating it. Yes, you guessed it right, it's the good old Studio Mappa. And this is an original anime, so there's no manga readers or light novel readers to spoil you. This also seems to blend in classical anime style with fast-paced action and combat. It reminds me of shows like Akudama Drive, but let's see if it turns out to be another generic action anime or a masterpiece that'll stand the test of time. Number 2, Witch Watch.
違えたな。ニコ。平穏な高校生活をサポートするのが使い魔である俺の役目なのだ。
This basically involves a guy wishing for a witch. See? Short and sweet. I wish light novel authors learned how to name their novels like this. Anyway, this story is about Morihito Utogi, a high school student who comes from a long line of ogres. Yeah, real ogres, because in anime, nothing's too weird. He's helping his childhood crush train to be a witch, while also helping keep her safe from serious danger.
魔法に救われた気分は。
はい。
I mentioned in my spring romance anime video how much I loved the manga this anime is based on. As a fellow romance anime connoisseur, anything with an interesting male lead and a likable female lead automatically goes to my favorites list, so I'm looking forward to watching The Witch. If you love a well-written romance anime, you should too. Number 1, My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
君にしか見えない何かと。ほんの一瞬でいい。俺だって飛びたいんだ。
私にとってはずっと。
足りない分は。
あなたは本当のヒーローだから。
We're finishing off with a good old Boku no Hero Academia, but this time it's a spin-off, and this happened several years before the main series. This is about Koichi Himawari, whose quirk is sliding. You know, the thing you do in video games when you want to run fast? He thinks his quirk is worthless, but things change when he meets a vigilante called Knuckle Duster. Knuckle Duster sees the kid's potential and asks his help to stop a drug called Trigger. The manga for this was popular, and there was a lot of people looking forward to this anime. As we know, visiting the MHA fandom is like traveling back to World War II. So if a majority of the fandom is agreeing on how good the manga is, you know it's going to be good. Personally, I like how we're exploring a completely new character, and hopefully the side characters will be interesting too. So keep your watch list ready and get ready for the Vigilantes.